We are live here in Virginia Beach, Virginia for Game 1 of the Season 1 WABS World Series. It's between the Virginia Beach Otters and the Wisconsin Wolves, the two best teams of the year. And we're here to crown a champion. First of 5 games wins. And batting first going to be Billy the Butler for the Wisconsin Wolves. The Wisconsin Wolves, they were 11-7. Very solid year for them. 87 runs scored, 90 against for a negative point differential in the season. Third best offense and third best defense in the league. As Nathan Claflin is going to strike him out right away. Yeah, Butler actually has been their best player if you go by WAR. He has a WAR of, let's see, WAR of 5.7 on the year, which is their best among their position players. And it's going to bring up Dan Craig, the designated hitter, who's been by far their best hitter this year. OPS plus 129 for him over the season, as well as a very solid home run total of 7. So he's going to foul that one off. Here's a 2-2 count now. He's going to foul it off again. Here's a 2-2 now. Fouled away. Still looking at that strikeout. He's going to foul off another ball. And he's going to line it down the line. It's going to cook just fouled. And this time he'll line it through the gap. That's going to be a base hit. This point gets to it. And he'll have himself a 1-out single. It's going to bring up Nina Warrior, who had a relatively productive season. Not the greatest season, but definitely above average hitter. 108 OPS plus and 5 home runs from him. Dan Craig breaks for second, but it's going to be fouled off. 0-2 count now as Claflin's got him on the ropes. And he strikes him out with a splitter. Very nice pitch from Claflin. Nathan Claflin was their best starting pitcher with a 3.6 ERA and 41 strikeouts, which is second in the league. Only behind Chris DeMatz, interestingly. And, oh, that one almost hits Aldred. Here's a 2-2 count now. It's going to be hit on the line, caught by Camacho, and that's out number 3. So, one hit, no runs, no errors, and no man left on for the Wolves. As we welcome the Virginia Beach Otters to the plate. Here's Jonathan LaPointe, who's been a productive leadoff hitter all year. 307 average for him. He's stolen 8 bases, which leads the league. And he's going to get that one a good ride out to deep left field. That one's got a chance. It's out of here. A big home run for the leadoff hitter, LaPointe. He had 1 home run all year. It's his first of the playoffs, and just like that, it's a 1-0 ball game. And that's just not something you really see from LaPointe. Not the most powerful hitter. Only a 387 slugging to go along with his 307 average. But he does. When he needs to, he can hit the ball pretty hard. As DiMaggio's now going to get on base for a single. It's going to bring up Zane Cole to DH. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be hit on the ground foul. As that one hit well into right, but McGee's going to get there for out number 1. Alright, Bartholomew Battle as John Organs up to the plate here. He was about average, 4.65 ERA, 97 ERA plus, when you consider he played in a pretty crazy ballpark. 37 strikeouts, 3.69 whip, so he definitely was not helped by his defense that much. His FIP's much higher than his actual ERA. As he strikes out John Orca. It's going to bring up Great White Shark here, who was the Otters' best hitter this year with 143 OPS plus and 9 home runs and 17 RBIs. Just a great hitter all around. And that one's a little dribbler down to Butler. Throw over to first in time, and that'll end the first. Alright, here's Julian Paredes here. The league leader in strikeouts. Also a pretty productive hitter. You can think of him as like your he's not exactly Aaron Judge, but he is a pretty productive hitter. As that one's lined into center field, that'll be a base hit for him, and he's always a threat to steal second. So could see that. Paredes did have one stolen base, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but yeah, he's with his 90s, with his speed in the 90s, he definitely has a chance to steal second here if he wanted to. As Drew Davis is down 0-2 pretty quickly. That one gonna miss just inside. That one looked like a strike to me. That one's fouled. That one fouled back. Here's the 1-2 again. And he'll foul that one back as well. Here's the 1-2 yet again. To Drew Davis, and he swings and misses. That's a nice, I think that was a two-seamer. Sinker? Yeah. He gets the K. Here's Griff Robbins now. And that one, on a line into left, that's be a base hit. They've got two aboard here with one out. And that brings up the right fielder, Bumblefummel McGee, who was a mid-season acquisition to replace On-Demand, who is no longer in the league. He's been retired. Here's the 1-1 now to McGee. He's going to hit that one pretty well into left, but right at Jonathan the point for out number 2. And that'll bring up their catcher, Carlos Lopez, who, despite having probably some of the worst hitting stats in the league, was actually their third least productive hitter with a 78 OPS plus and a 259 average. And he's gonna hit that one well into left field. It's gonna be a home run. Oh my goodness! Carlos Lopez heating up, man. That one I think hit the top of the wall and just bounced back. But they're gonna say it's a home run. It's 3-1 Wolves. Man, Lopez just has home runs at the most untimely times. He's just driven in more runs with that one swing than he did all season. His second home run, if you count the regular season. And just like that, 3-1 Wolves as Billy the Butler will foul that one away. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's gonna be on the ground to John Orca. Throw over to first is in time, and that'll end the top of the second. But yeah, that was a... Yeah. Here's Macho Camacho now, the first baseman for the Otters. He was perfectly average, with an OPS plus at exactly 100, and 100 is league average. So that one lined right to Drew Davis. He's got the catch is made for out number 1. He's gonna bring up Steven Universe, who had a really underrated season in my opinion. Played solid defense at second base and was a very productive hitter with 5 home runs and 13 RBIs, and also drew 10 walks. Which I believe is tied for the league lead, as he's going to force that one in the center field. It'll be a base hit. Going to bring up the light-hitting catcher, Dimmy Twix. First pitch is lined into the gap. And he's got himself extra bases here. This could bring in a run. Runner will not go for third or go for home as the throw is in time. It's just in time, and it's into home, and they're gonna say it's second and third. It's gonna bring up Rudy Bigsby though, who's been a very productive hitter, especially with runners on. So I guess I'll trust her to get the runners in. She's forced a 2-0 count now. Now 3-0 as Battle can't find the zone. Finds the zone now. Here's the 3-1 now. Hit on the ground. They're just gonna get the out at first, and it's 3-2 now. It's gonna bring up Jonathan the Point, who hit a home run back in the first inning, the very first at bat of the postseason for him. It's been pretty high scoring so far, 3-2 just in the only in the bottom of the second. That one hit in the air into right. McGee's got a read on it. It's caught, and that'll end the inning. It's 3-2 now. He's gonna bring up Dan Craig, who's 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch from Claflin. Called strike at the knees. That one hit well into right field, and it's going to be caught by Bigsby, though, as she had it on the track. It's going to bring up Wiener Warrior, who's 0 for 1 thus far. That one, a little dribbler at first. Camacho's going to get there. A throw to first is in time. That's out number 2. Now here's Jace Aldrich, the RBI hero, who's 0 for 1 so far. First pitch to him is going to be a high for ball 1. That one fouled. That one foul. Here is the 2-2 now. It's gonna miss low, so it's 3-2. And that one will just miss, so Aldrich will walk. That'll bring up Julian Paredes, who is 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch is a ball. That's a strike. Here's the 1-1 now. He swung on it. 1-2 now as the first ball finds the zone, and he'll strike him out. So that'll retire the side. Now the Otters are going to tie the game. They're only down 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. And now here's Richard DiMaggio, who's 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch is a strike from Battle. The pitch is high. Ball for ball 1. Ball 2 now is that one, I think, clipped the zone, but and that one's gonna get past. Good for Robbins for the base hit, as it went just over him, the diving Robbins, and it'll bring up Zane Cold here, who's 0 for 1 so far. First pitch strike from Battle at 94 miles an hour. That ball's gonna miss, but it was thrown considerably harder. 96. That one popped into shallow right. McGee's got a read, and the catch is made, and that's out number 1. Brings up John Orca, who, if you go by wins above replacement, he was a top 10 player in the league this year. His WAR of 6.3 is one of the best among position players. Second best on his team, only the Great White Shark, as he gets to an 0-2 count. That one hit into the gap, but really high, so Paredes got a read, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Now here's Great White Shark, who, as I said before, is the league leader in wins above replacement with 6.8. If you converted the stats to 162. And that one's off the glove of Robbins. Runner's going to 3rd. And there's going to be no plays. That one's not going to be an error, it'll be a base hit as he was diving for it, but that's gonna change a lot here as Macho Camacho's up here to the plate with 2 out. A base hit ties the game. First pitch is a strike. That one's gonna miss. Here is the 1-1. That one on a line, caught by Butler for out number 3. I mean, if that one's hit anywhere other than the shortstop, that's a run, easily. So that one was hit hard. It's gonna bring up Drew Davis, who's 0 for 1 so far, hoping to get on base and try to extend the Wolves' lead. Here's the first pitch, strike. That one's gonna miss high. Ever since that first inning, Claflin's gotten a little better, as that one's into left for a single. That'll bring up Griffin Robbins, who's 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch strike to him. That one foul. Here's the 0-2 now. That one on the ground to second. And he's going to miss the tag. The throw to first in time, so they'll just get the 1. But that could have been a double play if that ball if that ball came in just a little bit faster. It'll bring up Mr. McGee. He's the bot. He's 0 for 1 so far. That one hit on the ground to Universe. Throw to first is in time, and Drew Davis will move to 3rd. That'll bring up Carlos Lopez, who hit a 3-run shot. back in the, I believe, second inning. One of the most surprising home runs I've seen. It's both of his home runs have come at Emerald Diamond, which is probably one of the worst environments for home runs. Is he drives in a run? That's what makes it a 4-2 ball game. And with a drive to left, he brings in the run pretty comfortably. It'll bring up Billy Butler for the third time. He's 0 for 2 so far. First pitch is a strike to him. That's a strike also. So he goes fishing for that one. Here's the 0-2. It's popped up. John Orca's got to play. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. And as the Wolves add another insurance run, make it 4-2 now. That'll bring up the 7th hole hitter, Steven Universe, who's 1 for 1 so far. I mean, honestly, I don't think Steven Universe deserves the 7th slot. He should be moved up in the order. Should be at least the 2 or 3. He's much better than some of the guys in this lineup. As he strikes out there, Bartholomew Battle gets the K. They bring up Jimmy Twix, who's 1 for 1 for double. First pitch is a strike to him. That'll miss for ball 1. That one hit well into the gap. Paredes won't get there. It'll be extra bases for LaPointe. Actually, no, not LaPointe. That's Jimmy Twix. I'm silly. They have very similar stances. They look very similar. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a double for Jimmy Twix, his 2nd of the game, and that brings up Ricky Bigsby, who's 0 for 1. Drove in a run with a sac fly, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. First pitch is a ball. Here's the 1-1 count now. Gets Bigsby to chase on the screwball for strike 2. That one a little flare into right. McGee will get there for out number 2. And now here's Jonathan LaPointe. His main contributions have been a solo shot back in the 1st inning. Here's the first pitch. Strike. Oh no. Wow. He's got to call that one a ball. That one hit well to right field. It's going to be off the wall as Warrior can't get to it. That's a RBI double for LaPointe, and it brings it with him 1. 4-3 now as Richie DiMaggio's up to the plate. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. I think a single here could tie the game. See what happens. First pitch the ball from Battle. As both pitchers have been kind of blown up so far. As he's allowed 3 earned runs in 4 innings, and that one's hit into right. Runner will not come home. That was a good throw from McGee. I don't think LaPointe would have had any chance of coming in if that throw were in time. If he chose to come in. It's gonna bring up Zane Cold, who's 0 for 2. That one, a little flare, it's gonna fall. Just like that, a tie ball game. And that's gonna bring up John Orca here with 2 on. And a hit here, a big hit here could give him the lead. And oh wow, goodbye Bartholomew Battle. They're gonna bring in Herbal Collins here to clean up this mess, as he just needs a 1 out. That one hit into center field. I think Paredes is gonna get there, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But just like that, it's a tie game. It's 4-4 through 4 innings. That'll bring up Dan Craig, who's 1 for 2 for singles. First pitch on the ground to the Great White Shark. Over to first is in time. That's out number 1. It's gonna bring up Greener Warrior, who's 0 for 2. As Claflin's done a good job shutting down this these first few hitters. Combined right now, they're it's gonna be down the line. It's gonna be extra bases for. Oh no, it's not. Bigsby was able to get there and hold it to just a single. Anyways, as I was saying, he's held the first 4 batters to just 2 hits so far. As they go through for the 3rd time. 2-0 now to J.S. Aldrich. He's got the power to tie this game if he gets a hold of one, so just stay tuned. Here's the 3-1 now. Is that one gonna miss? That one hit well to the gap. That one was crushed. It's gonna be off the wall. The runner is coming home. And throw over first, not in time. It's 5-4 Wolves. Now here's Julian Paredes here. And now Claflin's out of the game. They're gonna bring in Campachi Lorenzen, who was one of the top relievers in the league. Number one pitcher on this team when it comes to ERA. He had a 2.12 ERA. 2.18 ERA. So yeah, he's been a premier reliever. Has a K rate above 9 per 9 innings. As is for that first pitch is a ball. That one hit on the ground up the middle. Steven Universe, the diving play. Throw over to first is in time for out number 3. Beautiful play by Steven Universe to retire the side. And the Otters now looking to tie the game. They got the mid to late order here as Great White Sharks up to the plate. First pitch is on the ground. It gets past Billy the Butler for a base hit. And now here's Macho Camacho, who's 0 for 2 so far. First pitch is a ball. The front thrower slider is going to miss. This time he does find the zone for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's hit hard, but way foul. Here is the 1-2. Hit foul. Here's the 1-2 now. He finds the zone for strike 3, and Camacho can't believe it. Here's Steven Universe, who's 1 for 2 with a single so far. First pitch is fouled. Sorry. 1-1 now. Hit to McGee in right. He'll make the catch. Here, that's out number 2. Up to the plate, here's Jimmy Twix, who's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. He's been one of the more productive hitters in this game, despite having probably the worst hitting stats in today's game. First pitch of Herbal Collins. And now they're both gonna miss. Here's the 2-0 now. 3-0 is Jimmy Twix. Maybe he could draw a walk here. Nope, that'll find the zone with the fork ball. Now it's 3-2 as he's fighting back. And he struck him out. As he comes back from 3-0 to get the K. As we get into the 6th. It's going to be 7, 8, and 9 up for the Wolves. Here's Griff Robbins. First pitch is a strike now to Robbins. 1-1 pitch now. And that one on the ground to the Orca. Throw to first in time, out number 1. It'll bring up Mr. Bumblefumble McGee, who's 0 for 2 so far. First pitch strike now. That one fouled back. Here is the 0-2 pitch. On the ground. It's gonna. Great White Shark's gonna make the play. The throw over to first cannot be scooped up by Camacho, and I think that'll be an E5. The throw was not the greatest. And Camacho had some trouble with it. That's going to bring up Carlos Lopez, who's 2 for 2, had a home run and a single, and 4 RBIs. He's driven in 4 out of the Wolves' 5 runs. Just crazy for a hitter like him. 1-1 count now. 1-2 now is Lorenzen with K Collector. Hit fouled. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off again. And strikes him out with the 4-seamer. That's out number 2. And that's going to bring up Butler, who's 0 for 3 so far. This has not been a productive day for him. And even though he started the season off really hot, but he's really fallen off lately. The latest season his latest series against the Otters was absolutely awful. And now he's going to ground out to Camacho, as that one could not find any holes. as we enter the bottom of the 6th. Here's Rudy Bigsby, who's 0 for 2. Drove in a run earlier. First pitch strike. Here's the 1. 0-2 now. It's a nice slider for strike 3. Just like that, Collins is locked in. Here's the point now. He's 2 for 3, a home run and a double. Has driven in 2 runs today. Here's the first pitch. That'll be in there for strike 1 as he swings and misses. That one on the ground to Butler. Throw over to first in time, out number 2. Here's Richard Maggio, who's locked in after hitting 3 singles so far. As, despite being one of the worst hitters in the league in the playoffs, he's been an animal so far. He's never failed to reach base so far. And that one's foul. Here's the 1-2. 2-2 now. Good eye from DiMaggio. That one hit down the line. It's hooking way foul. 2-2 now. That one will flare into center field. That one will be caught by Paredes. That's out number 3. Until the 7th now. It's still 5-4 Wolves. Here's Dan Craig, who's 1 for 3 with a single so far. And Lorenzen just hoping to continue to limit the damage, which he's been pretty successful at so far. That one on the ground to second. Here's Universe. A throw over to first is in time, out number 1. That's going to bring out Wiener Warrior here. He's 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch. On the ground. Here's Steven Universe. Throw to first is in time, at number 2. And it'll bring up Jace Aldrich, who's 1 for 2 with a double. First pitch to Aldrich is on the ground, foul towards the dugout. That one hit well to center field. He's running back to the track. That one's got a chance. It's going to be a home run. Absolute moonshot from Jace Aldrich. Just over the center field wall, 413 feet. And just like that, it's a 6-4 ball game. As Aldrich is locked in. And it'll bring up Julian Paredes, who's 1 for 3 for singles. As that was a huge home run. As that extends their lead. And that's about the worst that you can do if you're Kenpachi Lorenzen. And it'll bring up Drew Davis, who's 1 for 3 for single. Just hoping to continue this inning and continue this big rally they're having. It's the first pitch ball. That one fouled. Here's the 1-1 now. Hit on the ground to third. Great White Sharks. Throw to first is in time. That's out number 3. Here's Jane Colt now. Just 1 for 3. Had an RBI single earlier. 1-1 now. That one is hit foul. That one finds the zone for called strike 3, and that was a nice pitch. Here's John Orkin, who's been really quiet in this game. He's 0 for 3 so far. Here's the 1-0 as the first pitch misses. That one slashed into center field. I'm not going to reach the track, though, as Julian Paredes makes the catch. Here's Great White Shark, who's tense after a throwing error. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles, though. So at least he's having a good day at the plate. First pitch is a ball to him. That went on the ground. Butler. Throw to first. In time for out number 3. So we enter the 8th now, and both teams passed 10 hits at 6-4. The Wolves still looking for some insurance here. Here's the 7, 8, 9 up to the plate. Here's Griff Robbins. 1 for 3 for single is him. First pitch ball. Hit on the ground. It's caught by... hit in the air. Caught by Macho Camacho. What am I saying, man? That's out number 1. A circus catch from Macho Camacho. He leaped in the air and grabbed it from the sky. Big E forces a 1-1 count. Now 1-2 as Lorenzen finds the zone. Here is the 1-2 pitch. And that's strike 3. That's out number 2. It's going to bring up Carlos Lopez, who's 2 for 3, and he's been the Otters' kryptonite so far. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a single. 4 runs batted in. Just by himself, he's driven in more runs than the whole Otters team has. That one's hit in the center field, but caught by DiMaggio for out number 3. So we get to the bottom of the 8th, and it's crunch time. As the Otters need some runs here to get back in this game. And leading off will be Macho Camacho, who's 0 for 3. He has strong power and solid contact, so he definitely has the tools, and yet make him 0 for 4 as that one lying to Robbins for out number 1. Now here's Steven Universe, who's 1 for 3 with a single. As Collins has done a great job. Ever since he took over, the Otters' offense has gone quiet. He's only given up like he's hardly given up any hits. Given up like 3 or 4, as that's out number 2. Here's Jimmy Twix, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles on the day. Yeah, Collins has only given up one hit, 4 strikeouts in 4 innings. It's just been a great outing for him. It's exactly what these Wolves need, and he'll get the strikeout as 5th in the 4 1/3 innings he's pitched, and they've set up ATL nicely here for a potential save if they can get through this inning without any trouble. Here's Billy Butler, who's not been a very productive hitter. He's 0 for 4 so far. That one hit in the center field pretty well. It's going to be tracked down by DiMaggio. That's a nice play for out number 1. Here's Dan Craig now, who's 1 for 4 with a single. And they're going to bring in the new pitcher, Cud Benedy, who's been one of their better pitchers. He's been above average with a 108 ERA plus. For 100 is average, higher is better. In the 24 and a 2/3 innings he's pitched, which is more than some starters have. He's been a workhorse out of the pen. 2-2 count now. Foul. 2-2 again. Foul back. Craig has been good at moving these counts. 3-2 now. Hit on the ground, foul. Here's the 3-2 yet again. Hit down the line, foul though, into the seats. And paints the corner nicely for strike 3. And now I'll bring it Wiener Warrior, who's 1 for 4 with a single, now 2 outs. First pitch from Benedy, called strike. He's been painting these corners very nicely. 1-1 count now. Hit on a line, caught by Orca, and we enter the bottom of the 9th. Well, let's see, will they bring in Hawk ATL, their closer, to finish this one out? Nope, Collins stays in the game. And they should take him out soon. He's nearing 50 pitches, which is a lot for a reliever. I guess ATL is not completely warmed up yet. That one foul. Here's the 2-2 count. That one hit well down the line. It's drifting foul, but that was well hit by Bigsby. Hit on the ground. That's a base hit up the middle. As the tying run now is at the plate. It's Jonathan the Point. He already hit 1 home run in this game. Maybe he can grab another? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, okay, I don't know what the Wolves manager is doing. Bring in Heber Troffman instead of your best pitcher, Hawk ATL. Like why? As that one's hit high and deep into center field. It's gonna be off the walls. That one was nearly gone. Make it 6-5 now, and the winning run is at the plate. Rich DiMaggio. As I'm gonna say a tactical error. if the Otters win this game, it's all the Wolves manager's fault for not putting ATL in here in a big spot, which is what he's known for, is being clutch in these big spots. As that one, as he flies out. Here's Zane Cold, who's 1 for 4. With 1 out here, he can force extra innings potentially if he can just get one. If he can just hit one, he can just get a base hit, and with the point speed, they should score him easily. Ball 2. That one hit to the gap. Forget about a single. They've got the winning run on second now. With 2 outs. Sorry, with only 1 out. And they've got their highest rated hit hitter up to the plate, John Orca here. He's 0-4, but he can redeem himself here with a big hit. First pitch hit into the gap. And that's a walk-off home run for John Orca. Just like that, the Otters take game 1. 431 feet. And it's an 8-6 final score here in Emerald Diamonds. The Otters take game 1. Oh my goodness. Could not have scripted this one any better, honestly. Not that I did. But yeah, Otters take game 1, 8-6. With a huge 9th inning. A 4-run 9th inning for the Otters. Wow. A walk-off home run from John Orca. Right when they needed him most. Todd Bennedy gonna get the win here with 2/3 innings of shutout ball. And Heber Troffman, I'm giving you the middle finger right now, man. What were the Wolves thinking there? Putting in a bot when you have the best closer in the league. I don't know, man. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see, players of the game. Jonathan the Point is your player of the game. 3rd star Carlos Lopez, 2nd star Jace Aldrich. All very deserving players, but man, what was that? What was the Wolves manager thinking? Jeez. Anyways, yeah, walk-off home run from John Orca to give the Otters a 1-0 lead in this series. That's going to be it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for Game 2, which will be in Wisconsin.